HMO's here. Rank 2, System Theory, and this video is called The Evolution of the Simpsons Couch Gang on today's video. So yeah, we're gonna be checking this out. You know, all the couch games from the Simpsons to season 1 to now. You know, they have a lot of couch games. A lot. You know, some are crazy, some are just normal. Yeah, we're gonna be checking this out. Yeah. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, notifications from Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, Twitter. After this is the number of the video, and comment down below what's your favorite couch game from The Simpsons, even if you watch The Simpsons, because I do, you know. But anyways, let's get to the video, guys. Oh yeah, I remember that couch game.
Now, the couch gag is a staple of the show and is probably as iconic as the Simpsons family themselves.
Yes.
And since 1990, there have been hundreds of
so
them,
many couch
ranging
games.
in style, length, and theme.
Wow.
And there's been some development as we go from this to this.
Man, I don't like
I
that
thought
one,
it
to
would be fun
honest.
to take a look back at some of the best, longest, darkest couch gags throughout Simpsons history, selecting the most defining moments that I feel are
that was the
worth
Adventure
noting.
Time
So,
one.
rush over to your sofa in style and let's get started. Right, okay, in order to understand the couch gag, we
That
need
was
to
like
go back to
Pac-Man?
where it all began.
Pac-Man couch
You may
gag?
be surprised to know that in the very first episode, Simpsons Roasting on an Open Fire didn't actually open with, well, an opening sequence. However, Groening later integrated the idea of the intro as he felt that having a longer opening would result in less animation, cost, and time. It wasn't until the second episode, Bart the Genius, where we got our first couch gag. And when the Simpsons family sit down for the very first time, Bart is squeezed right off the couch and pops into the air. The intended original couch gag was simply going to show the family rushing over to sit down, with nothing actually happening. But this was instead pushed to the 7th episode. From there, couch gags were usually brief and only lasted a few short seconds. But in season 4, we got the first elongated couch gag called Circus Line. This has since been used about a dozen times in other episodes, as it was almost used to make up for shorter episodes.
I like it.
Jumping forward to when the show switched to the notorious HD era in season 20, we got the chasing couch gag. The first opening sequence to be in, you guessed it, HD. In this particular one, we observe the Simpsons follow the couch around the world until they finally catch up with it in space. With the updated HD opener, there were a few new additions, such as the three-eyed crow, Kearney and Jimbo soaring off Jebediah's head, the billboard gag, sleeping Barney, and Maggie's price going up on the cash register, apparently to coincide with the cost of having a child in the US. Now, it's shown that couch gags are non-canon and have no bearing on the episode that follows them, which allows them to be as creative as they want.
Oh my god.
This means that the family can get stamped on, turned into frogs, zombies, sea monkeys, bubbles, and even cookies, and they still rock up looking as healthy and yellow as ever.
Oh my god, it's like a party
They can
right
also
there.
interact with other characters from other franchises who they wouldn't ordinarily meet unless it's a crossover special, like the Flintstones, Bob's Burgers, Wile E. Coyote, Freddy and Jason, and of course Thanos. The couch gags also carry the freedom to parody other shows and movies in an almost celebratory ode to pop culture. A way in which this has been done was when The Simpsons were shown to be on an adventure through Middle-earth and come across Mo Gollum alongside Carl, Lenny, and Barney, who play 3 trolls.
Wow.
And of course, in true Burns style, we see Burns Smaug protecting his pile of gold.
Dang, he's a dragon.
On a similar fantasy theme, there was the Game of Thrones opening that faithfully created the iconic HBO show where Springfield was positioned as a giant clockwork mechanism. In the Avatar sequence, the Simpsons family lie down in tanks and their minds are transported into Na'vi bodies. Bart tames their couch and flies it to a mountain so they can watch TV in 3D. They also parodied Breaking Bad, with Marge making crystal blue cupcakes to sell at a bake sale until we zoom out to reveal that Walter and Jesse are watching the show. There's also an Adventure Time opening with Lisa as Marceline, Maggie as Princess Bubblegum, and Santa's little helper as Lady Rainicorn, and Mr. Burns is the Ice King. It's safe to say that there's no boundary of what they may parody next. They've done Downton Abbey and Frozen.
Dang.
Ay, caramba!
Disney alumni Eric Goldberg, director of Pocahontas and Fantasia 2000, guest animated an incredible Disney couch gag in season 27. The couch gag shows the eras and evolution
this
of
was
the
like
Disney
Disney
movies.
theme.
I think personally this was such a cool representation of the development of animation.
And this was like an old
poignant within Disney
couch game.
and a classic show like The Simpsons, which has had some stylistic changes throughout the years, which you can see simply by comparing Snow White to someone like Elsa, and 1989 Homer to, well, 2020 Homer. There have been some changes. Speaking of guest animators, in recent years, The Simpsons have been bringing outside talent to craft their own
I even
couch
like that
gags.
one. I
Several
hate it.
artists and filmmakers have lent their skills to the Yellow family, resulting in some pretty insane results. Stupid Buddy Studios, creators of Robot Chicken, crafted an entire sequence using the World of Springfield toy figures.
That's all the
The crew of
Simpsons
Robot
boys
Chicken
characters.
actually bumped into Matt Groening at the Emmy Awards, where they discussed making a couch gag for
Krusty
the
the
show.
Clown,
And in typical
Mr.
Robot
Burns.
Chicken fashion, things got crazy. Homer has a rocket-powered fist, which he uses to knock out Flanders off the roof, and then morphs into a giant donut before mowing down Agnes, Martin,
Man, he
and
loves
Mr.
donuts.
Burns. Homer and Otto then have a race before the bus plows off of a cliff and explodes. Then the family is strapped to the couch and are forced to
Man.
watch their own show. It's pretty awesome seeing the characters in toy
I
form
don't like
and
this
how
one.
far they went to
I don't even
recreate
like this
Springfield. I think
This
personally
couch
it'll be
game,
pretty interesting
it
to
was
see this
just
as an entire episode
weird.
in this style. Robot Chicken returned to make the missing sailboat couch gag in 2017. In it, Homer goes on a hunt for Marge's missing boat painting. In a fourth wall breaking moment, Homer leaves his set and travels through
You
a
have to go to
South Park style
South
show
Park
and the
just to
California
get it.
Raisins, who he accidentally kills, before meeting the geek from Robot Chicken, who has the painting, which is a pretty interesting idea
Then he had
seeing
to
as
get
how long
out
that
of-
simple boat painting
Yeah, he
has
got
been
back
under
to
our
his
very
kitchen to get the
noses for the
painting.
last 30 years or so. Another insane crossover was in the season 26 episode
Oh,
when
yeah.
the Simpsons
This is
finally
where Rick
met
and
Rick
Morty
and Morty,
meet the Simpsons.
which was unfortunate for the family as Rick's ship crashes into Evergreen Terrace and squashes
He
them
killed
completely.
everybody.
Look at the baby one. Oh my God, Morty.
Rick then sends
They
Morty
killed
to get
everybody.
the cloned, leaving Rick to drink Dove and try on Marge's pearls. The Simpsons are clones, but they're transformed into hideous hybrid versions of Rick. At the end, Bart breaks the fourth wall and
Look how
he demands-
hideous it looks
No
now.
more guest animators, man.
Ew.
Well, the little dude didn't get what he wanted, as there's been a few more since then. Now, one of my personal favourite guest animators was Bill Plimpton, who has created 6 different couch gags, and there's no secret why. His first in season 23 starts off with showing Homer having a deep romantic connection with, well, his couch. But who can blame him?
Man.
Take a look at those cushions. But it soon takes a dark turn when he meets Marge and the couch is cast off. Also cast off is their baby. So a single couch has to do what it can, resorting to stripping
Man, Homer
and
had-
prostitution.
he had hair back
Homeless
then.
and depressed, it flings itself into the jaws of a dumpster truck. But before its life ends, Homer fishes it out and takes both of them home. And although this is supposed to be a happy ending, the couch gag now has to spend its entire life as a seat for
Whoa,
its former lover
it had a
and
mouth.
his new blue-haired wife. So a little sad. No wonder it tried to
Oh,
scarf
yeah,
off
that's
all
when the
over
couch
world.
got away.
And who says these aren't canon? Plimpton has since added to his repertoire and has created some fun and surreal couch gag sequences, with each one being vastly different from the other in style
This one right
and
here looks
story.
weird.
My personal favourite has to be his latest one, which is a hand-drawn animation of Homer singing Your Face.
I like that one.
This is an
It's
excellent
cool.
recreation of his Oscar-winning short film of the same name, and it's so beautifully made. And Homer really does have a lovely singing voice, which makes the whole thing really quite touching. I love it when couch gags
Oh
get
my
really
gosh.
abstract and
I hate
creative.
that
In
one.
Homer Brain, created by Polish animator Michael Soccer,
Dude,
we
really
journey
in his
into Homer's
brain.
mind. The piece was inspired
Oh
by
my
Soccer's
God,
own
I
short film
hated that
Chick,
one.
and uses the same 3 colours: red, white and black. For something that reimagines Homer's
Oh,
image,
that's when he got the
it's
pimple
really
stuck in
quite
his brain.
useful. And then there's the Don Hertzfeld couch gag in season 26. Homer
That
uses
one right
a
there
time-traveling TV remote to see
bad.
what the show will be like
I
in the
don't like that
future.
one.
Homer is now an octopus-like alien and only says, and it only gets weirder from there. It's so bizarre in all the best ways. One of the darkest introductions comes from British
He's literally
graffiti
controlling
artist
that
Banksy.
remote.
In it, we see an Asian sweatshop where the tired workers are painting animation cells before they're dipped in chemicals by a barefooted child.
That one
we
too.
then pan down to see a pile of bones and kittens being thrown into a wood chipper to provide stuffing for Bart dolls. Before we zoom out to reveal a really gritty and grimy version of the 20th Century Fox logo. Many people saw this as Banksy's statement of the harsh reality of the Simpsons production, as they do in fact
they're literally the
outsource
same
parts of their
women.
production to South Korea. But producer Al Jean said that this was very fanciful and far-fetched, where none of the things he depicts are true. That statement should be self-evident, but I will emphatically state it. BBC News reported that according to Banksy, his storyboard led to delays, disputes over broadcast standards, and that there were threats of walkouts by the animation department. However, Al Jean disputed this by saying the animation department didn't walk out. Obviously they didn't. We've depicted the conditions in a fanciful light before. And to the producers and the studio's credit, the final sequence is very close to Banksy's original storyboard. So I admire them for poking fun at themselves or even pushing their franchise into the same controversies many companies have been accused of.
They had to keep making
move, and I give
dolls
credit to
and
them for
making
being unafraid
the
of getting darker, gritty, and
couch
like
gag.
more serious. Elevating the couch gag from simply being a funny way to sit on your sofa to, well, you know, something a bit
That
more
one was
controversial.
cool. I liked it.
And
It was
while on the
pretty
subject
cool.
of dark and maybe a bit
That
more
one right
fun
there
openings,
is just
the Treehouse of Horror specials have
this-
always had some gruesomely fun couch gags.
Gross. I don't like
And
that
who
one.
better to create perhaps the best Treehouse of Horror opener than the king of the gothic, sublime and fantasy, Guillermo del Toro. His 2-minute and 40-second couch gag is laden with not only
that one right
references to
there
his
was
own
scary.
films,
I don't
like
like that one
Hellboy,
either.
Blade in Pan's
It
Labyrinth,
was so
but
scary.
other horror icons too, like the Universal Monsters, The Shining, and Alfred
No.
Hitchcock. When asked about the process, Del Toro said, "I really wanted to land the
couldn't
connections
do
between
this
the
one.
show set pieces and some
It
of the
was
most
scary.
iconic horror movies." And he definitely achieved that. There are so many references in this couch gag.
Look how
you need to
weird
keep
that
pausing the
is.
screen in order to catch all of them. I know I did. This gothic-inspired sequence is a love letter to horror and fantasy.
Man, I hate it.
Another darker couch gag appears in the season 28's Dad Behaviour. The opening starts off innocently enough, but when he skateboards out of the school, he lands on Barney, and the drunkard snaps Bart's board in half.
Barney broke
We
his
then cut to Homer, who
skateboard.
chokes on a rod, Lisa trips and breaks her
Nah,
neck,
dude,
and
I
Maggie
hate that
drives
one.
the car into a lake, killing herself and Marge.
That one right there
Bart
was
then
epic
places their
fails.
photos on the couch gag next to them,
Epic
memorializing
fail
the
couch
family.
gang right here.
And aside
It
from
was
the
just
Treehouse of
epic
Horror
fail.
openings, this has the highest body count of any couch gag.
Like Homer was
so we
choking.
couldn't miss out this bad
And-
boy.
and the
Moving
baby
away
was
from the dark and
driving.
gritty, let's take a look at some more fun couch
Like,
gags.
that one was
The LA Rider
crazy.
couch gag is one of the most
Ooh,
stylish ones ever.
that one was
Animated by
cool.
Steve
I
Cutts,
liked
pays
it. I
homage
really
to
like it.
80s action Hollywood. Homer is a shade-wearing badass, and Neddy is a cigar-chewing villain.
That
Wade
one right
pushes
there
the
was
limit,
pretty
pumping
cool.
in the background,
Like-
soaked in 80s pink
How?
vapor, taking inspiration from
They actually
Scarface,
look
Knight
cool.
Rider, and Miami Vice. So
Really
much so,
cool.
it really makes me want
Like
to
that
play
one.
GTA Vice City. Another notable intro is from Homer's evolution, which sees him evolve from a single-celled organism to a 21st century man.
Yeah, man.
The transitions slowly and beautifully show the evolution from fish to lizard, monkey to ape. A
This
funny
one was
moment
pretty
is when he
good
crosses
too.
paths with Moe, who is
Like,
actually evolving
the
in the
evolution of Homer.
opposite direction. In 2020, we got the
Turning
stylish
into a
intro
reptile.
called the SIMPSONS, which show the family partaking in extreme sports. Homer is skydiving, Bart snowboarding, and Lisa is diving with whales. We then cut to the Simpsons in the living room wearing VR headsets. This is, of course, a reference to the lockdown or lockdowns of 2020 and how
I didn't
we
even
are
know
stay
that-
at home.
I didn't even
The
know that
VR
couch
goggles
game.
allows the Simpsons to escape the confines of their own house. Alright for some, eh? I wish I had a pair of VR goggles to escape my own reality, even for a quick second.
5 hits.
Oh,
A very
that one
rare
right
Simpsons
there
couch
was
gag
the
that
real
originally
life
aired in
version
a
of
season
the
17
Simpsons.
episode has live actors playing the roles instead. The entire intro is an almost shot-by-shot
Yes.
remake. It's been recreated perfectly from the
Really the
short
real
gag,
life
Lisa Sachs, and the mom
couch gag.
actress
Yeah, no,
even
I'm
looks
just-
a bit like Julie
just
Kavner.
staring at
But
it.
for some reason, this live-action couch gag was replaced in reruns, as well as on Disney Plus, and it hasn't been used since then, which is a shame really. I'd love to see them bring it back again. There have been so many couch gags throughout the 30 plus years of The Simpsons, so there is absolutely no way that I could talk about every one of them. But if you feel like I've missed out a truly monumental one,
That
then
one right
please
there,
shout at me in the comments.
Maggie looks weird as
I
a
want
baby.
to know what your favourite couch gags
Just
are,
weird.
and any ideas of any future couch gags that you have of your own. I would like to end this video by saying a huge thank you to my newest Flying Hellfish members, Ashley Brown and Kevin Marino. You join an awesome group of people that includes Timothy, who...
Well, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. So yeah, man, those are all the couch games from The Simpsons. You know, yeah, man. I mean, some are pretty good, some are pretty bad. Yeah, man. Really. But anyways, that's it. I mean, yeah. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe to notifications. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe to notifications from my Instagram, TikTok, subscribe, Twitter. I'll put a good system on the video. Peace out, guys. Enjoy your day.